Welcome everybody to this very spontaneous live stream. We just finished a production here in Stockholm, and I thought whilst we had all the equipment set up, I would myself just do a quick live stream and practice what I preach. So this little coffee break is about unlocking the power of live streaming for your business and teams. And it amazes me how many people are not utilizing the power of live streaming. It's a huge content opportunity, and people aren't doing it enough, and I think I know why. So here are the reasons, after talking to lots of people about it, why they don't go live more often. One of them is just equipment and know-how. I mean, you can't see it here right now, but we probably have 200,000 kroners worth of equipment pointed at me right now. There's infrastructure involved and know-how, so that's probably one of the reasons why people don't want to do high-end professional live streaming. Anxiety about being live. I mean, to be honest, this is very spontaneous. It's never comfortable to be live, but the more you do it, the more comfortable it gets. It's just like going to the gym. It's a muscle. It needs to be developed. I remember doing a live stream 6 months ago, and my newborn baby had been up all night. I had all the reasons in the world to cancel the 10-minute live stream that I had booked in, but I did it anyway with huge panda eyes, and can't even remember what I said, but I did it anyway because it's content. We need content, so I did it, and it worked out good. The other reason why people don't do it is that in marketing, traditional marketing terms, everything gets paused. Things take 2, 3, 4 weeks sometimes to go from production to being published, and live streaming that's it. There is nothing. There's no pausing. Once you do it, it's out there in the ether, on the internet. So, this is scary to many people, and kind of understandably, but you'd go up on stage and talk in front of 200-300 people if you had the opportunity. So it's not that scary, but it's a reason why people don't do it. Also, people kind of get stuck in what do they talk about. There's a common question I have is like, but what do I say? And it's like, well, you want to try and help people. This is a format. Live streaming is a format where you try and guide and help people and inspire new things and help people to maybe take some risks or move the boundaries. So it's kind of what I'm doing now, is just taking, it's where the ad revenue is moving towards, the engagement is much higher on live. It's more authentic and genuine. So they see revenue, and they prioritize live content. So we're doing this on LinkedIn right now. I don't know how you're seeing it, but I know for a fact that LinkedIn are constantly finding new creative ways to get the content to the top of the news feed. So this piece of content, live content, will have disproportionately more impact than just a pre-produced video. So it's something really important to think about, and it's only going to intensify that. It's a cost-effective marketing platform because you just do it. I mean, the costs of producing this 10-minute video here right now are pretty minimal. It's just 10 minutes of my time. I spent about 15 minutes prepping it. So, less than half an hour really, as opposed to, a 10-minute piece of video that could take 6 months, maybe even more for some companies to produce. So it's real time. It gets the message out there straight away, and then we can move on with our days. So it's very efficient and cost-effective content strategy. I think I mentioned it just a minute ago, but authenticity and transparency. We live in a world now where we're bombarded with content, and the content that really kind of pulls through, which is why the reality TV shows, for example, are so popular, is that, it's authentic. It's, it's transparent. We get to see people in a more honest light. It's not scripted. Things go wrong. I don't really care if this coffee falls off here or something in the background, or even someone walks in now here and asks me a question from the team out the back there. It's fine. It's authentic. It's life. So it's transparent, and I think that gets more engagement for audiences. And then, I already mentioned platforms love it, but I was going to give you some quick tips because I don't want to take up too much of your time now. There's some quick tips about going live, and maybe to overcome some of those barriers as to why people aren't doing more live streaming. But I have some tips, having done many, many live streams personally and also running live stream productions for our customers. So one of the tips I have is share the pressure. Going live is stressful, but share it. I mean, I'm doing this on my own right now, but I could have grabbed a couple of colleagues and we could have done this together. Share it. It doesn't have to be, 2 cameras on you, on all the pressure on you to perform. Grab a couple of colleagues. How about even grabbing a customer and asking them about, their experiences with you, and do a kind of live stream referral. But always try to do it from a educational perspective. Live streaming doesn't really work for kind of ego boosting, we're great, come and sign up type stuff. It's much better if you try to come at it from an educational perspective rather than a ego boosting perspective. One of the things I mentioned, a lot of people kind of struggle with, well, what do I do? What do I say once I'm up live? Well, it's kind of endless if you really take a moment to kind of list out the options. What we do quite a lot of is product updates, demos. If you have a software company, for example, and you're about to launch a new feature, then go live and talk about it. We have the capabilities here to cut to the software in action. So we could cut to a screen as you're talking and show a live demo. We can have the different product stakeholders involved in the upgrade talk about it so that they feel included in its kind of birth. That's something that's quite popular. If you have an event on, a sort of company gathering, you have some customers in the building, then stick a studio like this in the middle of the party and ask customers, suppliers, employees to join a live stream for 30 minutes and have people drop in and out. It doesn't have to be a formal setting. The noisier the better, the more animated the better. And you'll be surprised at how much fun people have when they're talking on the fly. Another good tool and tip I have is, use ChatGPT for inspiration and kind of to create a frame for your content. What used to take an hour, 2 hours to come up with a, live stream episode, you just type into ChatGPT, the kind of areas you're looking to think about and discuss, and have that conversation with the AI, and just basically narrow it down, and it'll help you with titles, questions, subject matter. So that's a really good tip to help sculpt the actual live stream itself, take a bit of pressure off you and save you some more time in prep. The other quick tip is use a partner like us to help you create the content. So, you literally just have to show up, do your bit, and get on with your day. So it doesn't have to be a big time issue for you and your team. Literally 10 minutes is all that's needed. I recommend creating a kind of regular stream date or time so that people can get used to seeing the content and let it evolve. Let it become, a Friday beer or Friday morning coffee. Join us with the week's news in the industry or what the company's been up to. Also, I should mention, we've been doing a lot of expos. So, if you have an expo that you go to on a regular basis, one of the large gatherings in your industry, you could live stream from that show and actually encourage more people to come to the physical show itself. If you do a LinkedIn Live and say, hi, come and see us this afternoon. We're here for you. It's a way of promoting your stand at the expo, cost free, I should mention. If it's organic traffic on LinkedIn, it's not costing you anything to do it. But also, that's expo stand that you've invested a great deal of money in. It's literally a ready to go set. So, you've put the time and money into making something look beautiful and attractive. Why not do more recording and live streaming from that location? So that's something we're doing a lot more of, and recommend that you give that a go, and you'll be amazed by the results. So that's it. Didn't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you listening, everyone on LinkedIn, and have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday after lunch here in Stockholm. Yeah. Get your work done. A few more hours left of the day. Get your work done and enjoy the sun that's due to come this weekend. Have a good one. Thanks, everyone. Bye.